Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Candid Moment with me, your girl, Fortunate Esther Abiola. I hope you are well today because you matter and you are important to me and to this world. I'd like to welcome you to an afternoon of discussions and words about us being very, very important to this world, to our families, to ourselves. And this afternoon, I say, you matter. Before we proceed, I'd like to read the scripture for you, and that is found in the book of 1 John chapter 3 verse 1. It says, "See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God, and that's what we are." Being children of God, we matter to God. He has a plan for your life. And the book of Ephesians chapter 2 verses 4 to 5 says, "But because of his great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we were dead in transgression. It is by grace that we've been saved." Dead in transgressions, no matter the sin, we mattered to God. It could not be bothered about our sin. It couldn't be bothered about our transgression. So I want you to think this afternoon. Don't be bothered about that thing that makes you feel as if this is the end of the world. I've been there. We're going to be looking at that as we count down to the Baton of Hope 2025. The baton that is being carried and bear by people like myself on Friday, the 5th of September for West Lothian. The baton is going around cities at the moment and is in celebration of suicide, the Suicide Awareness Month that September is. So I want you all to join me. Join me this afternoon. Let's talk about it. You matter. So before I do anything else, I want you to listen to this song by Simi. It's called Smile For Me. So before we do anything, smile for me. You matter. Just smile for me.
You are
smile for me because you matter. You are the most important person today, this very, very day. Because you are in this world. The world is peaceful. The world is joyful. The world is happy. We don't want to lose you. We need you to know that you matter. The button of hope is a symbol to let you know that you are very, very important to this universe. You are important to the planet. You're important to me. You're important to your family. You're important to the next person sitting right by you, looking up to you. You're important to your children, your husband, your wife, your family. You are very, very important. And guess what? There's no limit to what you can do. Matamune said that. You know what? There is absolutely no limit to anything that you can achieve. You don't need to give up. You don't need to quit on yourself. I'm going to read this quote to you, and it's by Neil deGrasse Tyson. He says, you matter just as much as the stars that light the night sky. When you look at the night sky and you see the stars, they matter at night, especially the moon is very important for nighttime when it's very dark and the moon is out full and bright. You can see, you can see through the dark. And even the glowing and the glitter of the stars at night is beautiful. So you are beautiful to our world. You are important to us. You matter. Just like the night sky. Always remember that you matter, you are important, you are loved, and you bring to this world things that no one else can. So don't quit. Do not. Oprah Winfrey said that. I'd like you to know you are the most important person to me because you are listening to me right now, and I'm being encouraged as you are listening. Thank you. Don't give up. No limit. Matamune, you matter. Why do I believe there's really for remember Malala Yousafzai? That was from many years ago. Malala Yousafzai said, never forget that you matter and you are going to count. The young lady that took the top of the world many years ago without his life. I want to, no matter how difficult it is right now, no matter how hard it is, and I'm saying how hard, very everything, and just we and that I know you are very special, important. You're part of the story that the chapters, many chapters have not yet been written about. So please don't give up. This September, I want you to write new targets for yourself, set new goals. Some people call it target. I call it target. Some people call it goals. I don't like to set it as a goal because the times a goal kind of become overwhelming. When I put my mind to that, it's just a target I need to eat. If I eat it, it's a problem. If I don't, it's a problem. But those highs, that's it. I'm okay. But when you set new targets, set one that is important. Set the one that says, I am important and I love myself. Set that one goal. Set that one target for yourself. No matter what you're going through. I want you to set the target that says, I matter. I am important. The story about me has not been completed yet, so I'm not one. Just go over me. Oh no, my next one. Just because I the part of it, yes, on me.
Just the weight of the world. When your heart's heavy, I will lift it for you. Don't give up, because you want to be heard. If silence keeps you, I will break it for you.
Fortunate on Heart Song Live Radio.
A word from Dr. Zeus says, to the world you may be one person, but you one person, you may be the world. That's from Dr. Zeus. Do you know what? You are loved. You matter. The equation that you are the X2 is very important and yet unsolved. Don't give up. I always say to myself now, if the things I know now, I knew them many years ago when I was on the verge of quitting myself. Yes, I'm being honest this afternoon. I was at the point of quitting twice. I have tried to end it by myself thinking, give up now. This struggle is too much. This trouble is too much. You can't keep going on like this. But guess what? Here I am in a world where I did not even know God had already planned so many things for me. I am in the future that I wanted to end when I thought it was time to give up. But then I am grateful to God that all my plan to say this is the end, I can't go on, I don't matter anymore, I don't matter to anyone, those thoughts ended. They were my darkness, because one day I found a scripture about the King David. I think it's in the book of 1 Samuel 30 verse 8. I love it. That's the place where David lost it. He's lost it. He didn't win, but he went back to God to say, shall I pursue, shall I overtake, shall I recover all? And guess what? God said, pursue, overtake, recover all. So when I got to a point when I was about to quit on myself, and I mean really tried it, I wanted to die. I wanted to end it. I was on the path where everything around me was too dark and I didn't think there was going to be any more brightness. But when I found that scripture one day, I said, okay, can I continue, God? Will everything be okay in my future? Do you think I will be all right? Will I be able to handle raising children by myself? I didn't plan to be a single parent. So you know what it's like when everything becomes overwhelming and there's no help, no support. And at that time, there was also immigration issues I had to face. Believe me, the honesty that I'm sharing this afternoon is to help you understand why you do not need to give up and you matter. When I found that scripture, the first thing that came to my heart was, okay, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to pursue, I'm going to overtake, and I'm going to recover everything. So I started. I believed one more time. Guess what I did? I said, God, I'm giving you one more chance. That's what I did. I actually found the note I wrote, the book where I wrote it that time, where I said I will give God one more chance. Ow! I don't know why I was so bold to say I will give God one more chance, because I was at the verge of quitting on myself. But I said I will give God one more chance. So this afternoon, I'm encouraging you. Whoever you are, give God one more chance. I'm begging you, just one more chance. Don't quit today. Don't quit yet. Believe the scripture. Pursue, overtake, recover all. Change it to the way you want to change it. I said to God, God, how am I going to do it? Will I be able to win? Will I be able to get everything that I need? Will I be able to be free to live in this country? And God said yes. And here I am, testifying, because I mattered to God's plan. And God's plan for my life mattered to the world. So you know what? Don't give up. This afternoon, I'm playing for you. That's what friends are for. It's a very wholesome by Dionne Warwick. You are very special to me. If you need a friend, give me a buzz. Send me an email, esther@therspproject.org. I'll answer you. I'll be your friend. That's me. I'm ready. Because whether I like it or not, God knew the plan he had for my life. He was planning to raise me up to the place where I will be useful to someone like you, who used to be me. So please, don't give up. Send me an email, esther@therspproject.org. I'll reply you and we can be friends, because you don't have to be lonely and you don't have to be socially isolated. If that's what you're going through right now, we're here for you. We are your friend, because what friends are for is to be dependable for each other.
And as far as I'm concerned, bad energy far away. I thank God for my duties. Good friends will be money. Who is your guy? Not only me, my life. See how sweet they like me, sunlight. I will never leave your side. I will never ever. I dedicate my life to you, my life. Even if the road is rough, I don't mind. 'Cause you be my key for life.
Yes, you are my guy. You're my friend, my paddy. Eyomi, onitemi, ololufe. You are my everything because you matter to the story of my life. You matter. You can't quit. Because the story that we have to write together, the story you and I still have to sit down to talk about, the movies, the films, the cinema program, everything that we have to do is plentiful. You matter. I choose to love you because you are very much a part of my story, so you are not quitting on me. Yes, you're an unpaid carer. Yes, you are tired. Yes, you're a widow. Yes, you're a widower. Yes, you're a single parent. Yes, you just lost your job. Yes, your marriage just broke up. Yes, your boyfriend just left you. Yes, so many yes to all these negative questions. But you know what? You are still very, 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 very important to the story that God is writing to make this universe a happy place and this world that we are in a beautiful place. You are part of that story. And I want you to choose one thing today. I want you to choose to love yourself enough to know that quitting is not the end, but loving yourself is the ultimate goal. This song by Fearless Soul is the one I want you to listen to. I want you to listen to it. It's very important to choose yourself, to love yourself. Because the moment you fall in love with the one in the mirror, you end up realizing that person is important to this story. And that's why I'm playing this for you. I choose to love myself just for you because you matter. And you are not quitting. We're not going down that road. You're the bearer of the best news for 2025.
Throughout all the
get that money, go get that pay. When things are bad, when things are shaky, I'm a kid who goes for free. Stacked up, see where they go. Only what you get, but you can't give up. Allow yourself to grow. I'm a neck is diamond, I'm a take me to diamond. See me cut down, I'm a this is a old school. Yeah, then we go low, we back up. That guy know the shoot up, but the shoot up, but I they keep on wanting up. Okay, see me celebrate right now.
It's falling so long. I go raise my shoulders, so I want me like so long. Like Gamola, Gamala Cola, Alafia Yoga.
That is on cruise my teeth. It's what for me days. Oh, put the money on the bread. Put the shoe me and that is. All your sorrow me to just the free. If you know me, la 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 la. If you know me, la la la
Listen to Candid Moments every Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. with Fortunate on DAB across Central Scotland, online at heartsonglive.co.uk, via the Android and Apple apps, as well as Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Guess what? Guess what? I choose to love myself. That was the song that you just heard from Fearless Soul. And then Simi and Kiss Daniel sang the song Day by Day. I know it can be strenuous, it can be tiring, it can be tedious, it can be frustrating. When each day feels like a repetition, I know and I understand. There are days when you felt like, what's the essence of getting out of bed? What's the point? I don't want to. I just want to stay in bed. But you know, the reality of the matter is this. Omo, girl, rise up. Fight for another day. Fight for yourself. So I decided I would choose to love myself, and I will be fighting for the girl in the mirror on a daily basis. Every single day I'm choosing to fight for the girl in the mirror. I'm just saying, girl, rise up. Girl, you can do it. That's what I've been doing to myself. And it's been working. Why? Because I realize that every single day is not the same. Monday is never the same as my Tuesday. My experiences seems to be getting better and better the more I believe in the strength within me. So I'm encouraging you this afternoon, please, try this. Fall in love with the girl in the mirror. Fall in love with the man in the mirror. Fall in love with the boy in the mirror, and let them see you for who you truly are. We can't continue to hide behind the mask of I don't want people to know what I'm going through. That's the most frustrating thing about this life. The fact that we all go through the phase. I don't want people to know I'm going through this. I don't want people to know that this is happening to me. You're not the only one going through that, my darling. You and I might be wearing the same kind of shoes. You just don't know. So why don't you ask? Why don't you talk to someone? I am one of the rare few who can raise their hand and say, I'm fortunate through all this journey. That the 2 times I tried to complete suicide, I didn't get a successful outcome. I am grateful to God for the gift of life. I'm not proud of the things I've done in my past. I'm saying, I'm not repeating it. I'm not saying it because I want you to think, oh, no. I'm telling you categorically, because at that point, I also thought that was the best way out. And up until 2017, I always used to think, well, no matter what, time is going to be up, the world is going to end, blah, blah, blah. You know, when you have so many visions in your head about everything coming to an end. But then God turned the tide. God made me to see the beauty of this life. God made me to see the things that I I am going to be missing out on. And now I'm looking at it and I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the testimony of where God has taken me thus far. I'm grateful that God found me worthy, even enough to surround me with wonderful, precious people who are holding my hands and who are holding my back up. When I feel as if this is the end, they are there to say, no, you're not quitting, you're not failing, we're helping you to rise. I'm grateful for the like of many, many people. Should I start mentioning names? I'm probably going to skip a name, so I will not mention any name this afternoon. I probably will. But you know, the reality is this. You are the most important person in this particular equation. The X that we are looking for is you. And so we don't want to start looking for it anywhere else. We know the X is you. That's why we are very, very happy that X plus 1 equals to you. Because the X is you. So this afternoon, please, let it be known that I've got my mind set on you and you sitting down with me, us talking together, having moments just to share in each other's company. If you live in West Lothian and it feels all alone, we're a new charity. We're called the RSP Project, and we're totally focused on social isolation and loneliness. We don't want you to be alone. So I've been saying to you, send us an email to info@therspproject.org. It will be just for you to just find out what we can do for you. But we'll be telling you a little bit more about activities that are happening. And there are so many things even happening this weekend. Remember my Buamaka, Scotland people, my Paddy people, my friends. You know, they were with me in the studio. I'll tell you all about their program coming up this Saturday. You might just want to go there and have fun. There's so much to do. There are people waiting to just mingle with you, to hold your hand. Don't give up. Please don't, because you are very special to this equation. So, I've got my mind set on you. George Harrison is helping me to sing. I've got my mind set on you.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. But it's gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right, child. I got my mind set on you. 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 This time I know it's real, the feeling that I feel. I know if I put my mind to it, I know that I really can do it. I got my mind set on you, set on you. I got my mind set on you, set on you. But it's gonna take money, whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right. Set on you. I got my mind set
stays away. Take on in a new tomorrow. Living more love between makes for a brighter day. Never need worry, let one love set you free. One love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. One love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. Somebody tell me, oh why never fight it? One love can set us free, if we just let it be. Take on in a brand new day. Good love is all we need to chase the clouds away. Never need worry if you just let it be. One love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. One love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. You never need one, no, let one love set you free.
Candid Moments with Fortunate on Heart Song Live Radio.
Welcome back to the show. This is your girl, Fortunate Esther Abiola, and this is Candid Moment with Fortunate on Heart Song Live Radio, your voice of inspiration. This radio station has given me a voice to be an inspiration to you this afternoon, and I am thankful for Heart Song Live Radio. Grateful for the opportunity that I am able to share my life, talk candidly with you about my own personal experiences. So let's look at this. The quote from Michelle Obama. She said, "Your life matters, your dreams matter, and you matter." Isn't that just lovely? Your life, your dream, and you as a person, you matter. Roy T. Bennett said, "Believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you can imagine." That's from Roy T. Bennett. You are very, very special to this equation. We love you. We are very proud of you. We cannot wait to see how great you're going to be. The greatness hidden within you is what we all are eagerly waiting for. We're waiting for you, because the Bible says that praise is, we've been called to make God's name glorious, and praise is waiting for God in Zion from us. So your life is going to end up praising God. Believe me, there are so many times when I am thinking, how did I end up here? When, the number of days I know I couldn't sleep, couldn't think, couldn't be true to myself because I felt darkness was all I could see. But you see, there was always a tiny speck of light, just that tiny bit of light that always give me hope. Sometimes it is just from a conversation with someone on the bus. It could be from a smile from a stranger. It could just be something that I see in nature. And sometimes it's just a conversation with my own children. There are conversations with friends that trigger a different thing in me that makes me to light up and say, no, this is not the right time to welcome darkness. Maybe that's what you need. You need somebody to talk to, someone to be there, somebody to be your friend. We will be your best friend. We can come together. The plan is to bring the 16 to 66 together. Is the 1666. That's one of our team projects. We're going to come together and we're going to talk about this very soon. I'm going to tell you more about it. But for now, I just want you to know that the most important person to me right now is you. Because I'm alive. You know I love this song by Celine Dion. I am alive. And I want you to say the same thing. I'm alive. Tomorrow is another day. Today is a day I'm going to live to the end. And tomorrow is another day waiting for me as a present yet unopened. I'm alive from Celine Dion.
I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. When you call on me, when I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive. When you look at me, I can touch the sky. I know that I'm when you bless the day, I just drift away. All my worries die. I'm glad that I'm alive. You set my heart on fire, fill me with love, made me woman on clouds above. Couldn't get much higher. My spirit takes flight, 'cause I'm alive. Oh, when you call on me, when I hear you breathe, when I hear
For the things you do for me, I never get credit. For your blessings and your mercy, Ekele. You do well, you do good. Oh Papa, put your hands in the air. 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 I never get credit. Your type of love in the proper yeah, no steps in the east and no steps in the west. That they call it the Concordo. In my belly just leaving water. I got a sauce that will never run dry. So when I get on my knees and I call on your name, I see me great like you. Oh girl, I love you do. Oh girl, what you want to do? Money you to do. I say not to do. Oh girl, I love you do. Oh girl, I love you do. Money you to do. I say not to do. He's a rumor. 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 I can't say I'm tired. He's a rumor. He's a rumor. He's a rumor. Like this,
on DAB, online, on your smart speaker, on your phone. This is Heart Song Live.
Welcome back to the show. This is me, Fortunate Esther Abiola, with Candid Moment to talk about You Matter. Catherine Hepburn said, remember you are needed. There is a role that only you are able to fill. Only you are able to fulfill a role. We need you. So you matter. Guess what, Otua? That song by Ada A.E. and a group of others was dedicated to my own people, my Igwamaka crowd. Igbo Kwenu. Hey, Igbo Kwenu. My people, my people. It's that type of day. I'm telling you all about it. They have a program coming up this Saturday, the 6th of September. Remember when they were on the show, they said they're going to have the New Yam Festival. This 6th of September is when the event is happening. It's happening this Saturday at 11 a.m. and it's at the Station Road in Mossobro. So if you need more information, you can send an email or you can text me or send a WhatsApp message to 07305080411. I'll be able to send the message to you right away. If you need more information, please let me know. But the Igwamaka Festival is coming, the Iriji Festival 2025, Igwamaka Scotland Iriji Festival and Biennial Public Lecture. Guess what the title of their lecture is? That's one of the reasons why you people need to go. We don't want to be lonely anymore, do we? No, we don't. But we want to be able to learn and gain into the future. So the title of their project, the theme of the lecture this year is Economic Development, Social Justice and Generational Wealth Transfer. Omo, please transfer this way. The generational wealth can come in my direction. You know, you need to go. If you want to go, if you need help in getting there, it's in Mossobro in Edinburgh. You just need to go 11 a.m. 6th of September for the Igwamaka Iriji Festival, Igwamaka Scotland. That's dedicated to you, that song. And the next song also is yours. You remember me, I told you, when it comes to celebrating everything culture, I love it. I love my culture. I'm a Yoruba girl, so you see, I wear my Ankara and my gili. I'm proud of my gili. I did a post last week about wearing the gili on top of my coast dress. Hey, coast fashion. I'm still waiting. I've got to trend because I'm going to continue to wear gili on top of dresses, gili on catsuit. I want to let you understand. Take pride in who you are. Own your own brand, your own identity. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because just like Maya Angelou said, you matter more than you will ever know. So treat yourself with respect and kindness. Just be kind to yourself. You know the kind of kindness that only you know. Do that thing that makes you happy. Be kind to yourself. It doesn't have to be because you don't want people to say, I don't want people to, everybody know I'm an Ibadan Scottish girl. I'm from Ibadan, Omo Ibadan, me by choice, by sourcing. I love it. I love being an Ibadan girl. I'm proud of it. I love my chicken. I don't eat chicken though. That makes it. But you know what? I love to sit on a cushion chair. It's very comfortable when you sit on one. This Ibadan girl is telling you this afternoon, you matter. And whether you want to believe it or not, there are levels to everything. For my Igwamaka Scotland, this is for you. From Flavor, Levels.
on double selector. If I don't double powers on double connector. If I need to go double, we take them to the one song. I can't lose in Jawa, who they when they song. Ndike. Ula melu shirike. Ndama. Sanda tosisi. Anamanu kwanife. Anamasi kwanundo. Opa kakolego. Mena bondolo. Sabi ya kizwa. Fana mena kashi. Sabi
That was Levels by Flavor. Igbo Kwenu celebrating Igbo Amaka Scotland's Day on Saturday, the 6th of September, 11 a.m. from 11 a.m. at the Station Road, Musselburgh in Edinburgh. That's for you, my family. And guess what? If that's not to your liking, there's something else I can offer you this Saturday that might just be pleasurable for you, especially if you're a woman or a man who wants to understand your woman. Yes, we have some things that makes it hard to communicate sometimes, and that starts with the letter M, menopause. Menopause, sometimes it gets to a point where you're thinking, I don't matter, because menopause makes you feel as if you don't matter. Really, that thing a mad one. I told somebody, and I'm going to say it out loud, if it was just a tiny bit of apple that Eve ate, this faces for the women, it plenty. But if she ate almost all the apple and gave a little bit to Adam from the beginning, I probably say the punishment is justified. Because right now, I'm not going to believe it's just a tiny bite that is causing all this, because the faces are just indescribable. So for the woman who wants to understand menopause, embracing the change, Adelphi Connect, my favorite kind of community companies. You know, there are so many social enterprises. This one is my favorite one because it functionally looks at things that pertains to women, to children, and to the community at large. But guess what? This Saturday, if you don't want to go to the Guamaka Iriji Festival, you can attend the Adelphi Embracing Change, program. The title this time is From Clueless to Confident. You know what? Some of us were seriously clueless because we didn't have a mother to, mirror and say, my mom went through menopause like this. And most of us Africans, Nigerians, Yorubas, we have been honest now. Most of us, we don't even know. We never asked our parents how it was for them. We didn't talk about it. Some questions and some discussions still feels like a taboo. But Adelphi Connect, the hub that is always willing to help and to make you understand that what you're going through is just a phase, and it doesn't stop you from still being the center of attention and still be the queen at the party. You know what I mean? Adelphi Connect. Go to the event. Come on Saturday, the 6th of September from 11 a.m. as well. The venue is the Carnegie Connect Conference Center in 5. The Carnegie Conference Center on 5 College, Pittsburgh Road. That's where you need to join us from 11 a.m. I have a few people I'm looking forward to connecting with this Saturday. But then it finishes very early, so we can branch to Musselburgh afterward and see whether we can still get part of the New Yam Festival. Me, I want to eat some of the New Yam also. Kachi, they wait for me. Iguamaka, my people, Mac Ben, all of you, look out. I might still pop in. I will pop in. It's a guarantee. because I will deal with the confidence that I need to build when it comes to menopause. We're talking about it now. The world is open to let women feel free. We no longer have to feel caged. So you matter. Menopause is no longer an issue we can't talk about, because women matter now. Our matters are very important for us. Everything that pertains to our life now matters. I want you to understand that. And I want you to take this with you no matter what. Les Brown, that famous gentleman, said, remember, you matter. Your feelings matter. Your perception matters. Your desire matters. Don't downplay them. Don't downplay the symptoms of menopause. Don't downplay those things that are saying, it feels as if I'm too hot. Yes, I am hot. The fan is on right now. Whatever it is, whatever you need to deal with when it comes to menopause, come join us this Saturday at the Carnegie Conference Center in 5. We'll be happy to let you know that you can move from clueless to confident when it comes to menopause. Count on us. Count on Adelphi. Count on the RSP project. We're there to support you. You don't have to be lonely. You don't have to be alone. And you don't have to lack the understanding when it comes to menopause. Here is my girl, God rest her soul, Whitney Houston and CeCe Winans. Count on me.
Count on me through thick and thin. Our friendship I will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong, helping you to carry on. Call on me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Please believe me when I say
to Candid Moments every Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. with Fortunate on DAB across Central Scotland, online at heartsonglive.co.uk, via the Android and Apple apps, as well as Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Remember always that you not only have the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one." And there is an anonymous one that says, "Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. No matter what you're going through, no matter what it is, you are valuable. You're important to us. You are very, very much a very special part of the story that this world is waiting to read about." I'm still saying it. Bishop Desmond Tutu said, "Be the light in the darkness to show others the way, because you matter." So I'm going to play this song, no matter what you're going through, by Boyzone. Don't give up. Keep pushing, because you, my darling brother, my sister, my friend, my uncle, my auntie, my grandma, my grandaunties, grandpas, each and every one of you matter, and you are very important to this story. Don't you dare give up, no matter what.
No matter what they tell us, no matter what they do, no matter what they teach us, what we believe is true. No matter what they call us, however they attack, no matter where they take us, we'll find our own way back. I can't deny what I believe. I can't be what I'm not. I know my love forever. I know no matter what. If only tears were laughter, if only night was day, if only prayers were answered, then we would hear God say, no matter what they tell you, no matter what they do, no matter what they teach you, what you believe is true. And I will keep you safe and strong, shelter from the storm. No matter where it's That's all that matters to me.
You matter to me. You are important to the plans of God, and your creation and existence is not a mistake. Even if you've been hearing it for so long that you are a mistake, I'm telling you, you are not a mistake. Your existence is not a mistake. Your creation is to make God's name glorious. This world is waiting for you to manifest. The manifestations of the sons of God. The world is waiting. So manifest in the true identity of who you are. Don't you dare give up. I need to read this for you. It's another one from Scott F. Fitzgerald. It says, if you cannot find the sunshine, be the sunshine because you matter. That's from Scott Fitzgerald. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Be the sunshine. Shine for someone today. For someone like me, I always say that I am thankful because mercy said no to many of my silly choices. I have made some choices in this life that now when I look back, I tell myself, you should have been saying to yourself, you are a silly girl. So I say to myself now, hey, those were silly choices. I made the silly choices, but mercy said no, so that those choices did not end up trapping me or killing me. That's something I'm very grateful to God for. I have made some choices in this life that, even when I look back now, I say to myself, man, how did you escape not being trapped in that? But mercy said no. Anu ni Moriba. So my song for you. Next song is from Benga Akifenwa. Anu ni Moriba.
Imama ise tori mo dara, tàbí tori mo mọ àdúrà àgbáyé. How many are grateful for God's mercies over your life? Yeah. Just roll from side to side like this. The sure mercies of David. Tabi mo dara, tabi tori mo mo àdúrà àgbà o. Tàbí torí gbogbo ìwé tí mo kà rè. Àánú Olúwa tó gbé mi ró. Mo ní kí màmá ìṣe torí mo ní bàbá ìsàlẹ̀ lóhun kọ̀ọ̀kan mi fi balẹ̀. Àánú yíyọ, àánú Olúwa o. Bóyá bí mo bá ṣe ń jáde nílé, àánú. Bí mo ṣe ń kórè délé, àánú. Mo ń ṣoríire ṣeré o, àánú. Èèyàn máa tẹ̀ mí, bóyá pariwo. Bí mo ṣe ń kọ́lé mọ́lé o, bí mo ṣe ń kórè wọlé o, àánú. Mo ń ṣoríire ṣeré o, àánú. Ó máa tẹ̀lé mi. Ó ní kìtà testify. One more time. If it wasn't for the mercies of God, where will you and I be today? Àánú tí a rí gbà ló jẹ́ k'Ọlọ́run gbèjà wa jà. Mo ní kí màmá ìṣe torí mo dára, tàbí torí mo mọ àdúrà àgbà ṣẹ́ o. Àánú lórí ilé o, àánú Olúwa o. Àánú ni mo máa rí gbà. Àní kí màmá ìṣe ilé tí mo wà o, tàbí torí gbogbo ìwé tí mo kà sẹ́. Àánú ló gbé mi ró.
on DAB, online, on your smart speaker, on your phone. This is Heart Song Live.
Mercy said no. Mercy allowed me to be able to understand that the universe is waiting for me to manifest the greatness of God that He has deposited in me. I didn't know a day would come that I will be living a life where I'm going to be one of the few people that will be chosen to bear the baton of hope for my local community. On Friday, come join me, come clap for us, come celebrate us as the baton of hope comes to West Lothian. We're going to be going round so many places in West Lothian, starting from Linlithgow, then to Armadale, to Broxbourne, Uphall, Livingston. We want you to come and join us. We want you to come and line the street, clap for us, clap for the baton of hope, the baton that is raised to create better awareness about suicide. So many people get to the point where they think their life don't matter, their choices don't matter, their intentions don't matter, and the only thing they can think about is completing suicide. We don't want that anymore. On behalf of Niels Hawks Foundation, based out of Crofts Head here in West Lothian, I'd like to invite you to please come and clap for us, come and celebrate us on Friday as we come together to raise the baton of hope in West Lothian. West Lothian is a community of people who are worthy and wonderful. And I am thankful for the opportunity to be able to come and be part of this amazing group on Friday. This Ibadan girl, from here to carrying the baton of hope, is exciting. I'm really excited about this. But you know one thing, there were times when I also wanted to let go. I didn't want to hold on. So there's a song I want to play for you this afternoon. It's from Shawn Mendes. It's titled Hold On. I want you to just listen to the lyrics of the song. Sometimes somebody else just need to say what you want to hear into your ears. Please listen to what Shawn Mendes says about holding on. Hold on. Hold on. Please hold on. You matter. Don't give up yet.
Stop, take it in and I breathe for a minute. I think too much when I'm alone. I never win when I keep all my thoughts inside, so I'll pick up the phone. And my dad says, Sean, stay with me, everything will be alright. I know I haven't seen you lately, but you're always on my mind. I don't know what you're going through, but there's so much life ahead of you, and it won't slow down no matter what you do. So you just gotta hold on. All we can do is hold on. These days are flying by, weeks feel like minutes. I can't remember being small. I tried to figure it out, I can't seem to find out how. I guess I don't know much at all. And my dad says, Sean, stay with me, everything will be alright. I know I haven't seen you lately, but you're always on my mind. I don't know what you're going through, but there's so much life ahead of you, and it won't slow down no matter what you do. So you just gotta hold on. All we can do is hold on. All we can do is hold on. Yeah, you just gotta hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on for me. And my dad says, Sean, stay with me, everything will be alright. I don't know what you're going
You just have to hold on. Hold on for me. Just hold on. No matter what you're going through, there's so much life ahead of you. There's so much more to your life. Just hold on. Hold on for the goodness of God to manifest in your life. Hold on for the wonders that God has created you for to be shown to the world. Hold on. Don't give up. No matter what, this September, I'll be touching on issues that pertain to suicide, as it is Suicide Awareness Month, and I will be sharing a little bit about sickle cell because it's also Sickle Cell Awareness Month. Two things that matters to me are focused on in this month of September: sickle cell and suicide. Suicide from my personal attempt and no success, and from the fact that I know a few people who are hurting because of this. I know families who are experienced someone who completed suicide, and I know the pain. I don't understand it. I can't understand it, but I know grief because I lost my mom and I've lost siblings, so I know what grief feels like. I know what grief feels like when you've lost friends who you had planned to catch up and meet up, and suddenly you are told they're no more. I know grief, so I will understand the grief that this family is going through, simply because the person decided they felt they didn't matter anymore and just wanted to check out. But we do not hold it against them. We don't know what it is like for them. But I can honestly tell you, it always feels as if there is no other way. That's how I felt at that time. There was no other way I could deal with the financial difficulties. There was no other way I could deal with the immigration, issues. There was no other way I could attend to those things. I didn't see any other way I could still remain as a good mother to my children, face all this immigration problem, go through this lack, go through these financial hurdles. When my children have a need, I can't meet it. But I am grateful for one living soul today who I saw last Saturday. I'm always happy when I see her now, even though that time she still smacked me at the back of my head. Sister allow me, Babalola, God will bless you. I remember she was the one that felt a presence was missing and needed to check in on me, and that's how she found me, collapsed on the floor and did the needful and kept me alive. Forever and ever I will hold you as the one God sent, just to make sure that day did not become the end of me. Thank you. Make sure that day did not become the end of me. Thank you. To many people, you just need somebody else, but you are there. If you're feeling all alone and nobody seems to be there, let me be honest with you, I've been there. I've been lonely to the point that loneliness became my best friend. Isolation became a part of me because I thought that's the only way I can handle so much that was in my life. So I would rather isolate myself. I would rather stay away because I didn't want people to know what was really going on, and I didn't want to take off the mask. The mask that people see that made them think that I am strong, I'm resilient, I'm coping, I'm able. Nah, lie. I wasn't. But the day I was bold enough to take off those masks and I said, I ain't wearing this no more. I need to face myself. I want to see the girl behind the mask. Remember the movie The Man Behind the Iron Mask? I still love that movie. When you take off the mask and you find the true identity, you are like, wow, so you've been cheating yourself for this long. I was cheating myself. I was denying myself. But I'm thankful. I am grateful. I'm still here only because God's goodness kept me. You already know I'm about to play a song called Goodness of God, but this time is not the one by CC Winans. It's from someone whose song played earlier. God rest her soul, Onyeka Onwenu. It's a cover of Goodness of God by the late Onyeka Onwenu. I want you to listen. You are very special to me. As I am special to you, I want you to hold on. Just hold on. Just like Sean said, the years ahead of you, they're very beautiful. Don't quit on yourself now. Hold on. And if you're going through sickle cell crisis and you're in pain right now and it's difficult, it's going to be okay. I know I can't explain the pain. I can't even understand it. But I know that you've been fighting through for a long time. Stay strong. Dedicating it to all my warriors from Sickle Cell Winning Ways. I love you. We are proud of you. Mamas are proud. Fathers are proud. Aunties and uncle, every one of us, we are proud of you. Keep fighting, keep winning. We believe in you. Your future is bright because the goodness of God will cover you. Goodness of God.
I've been held in your hands from the moment that I wake up until I lay my head. I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. Oh yeah. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am, every breath I take, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in the darkest night. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father, known you as a friend, and I have lived in the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. Every breath that I am, every breath that I take, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. Meso magina maso, ona maso, menile. Meso magina maso, ona maso, menile. Ewere dunka tinyegi naka, enyem gihenile. Your goodness is running after me. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. Every breath that I am, every breath that I'm in, I will sing of the goodness of God. I want my
You are listening to Candid Moments with Fortunate on Heart Song Live Radio.
Welcome back to Art Song Live Radio, your voice of inspiration. I hope you enjoy that Goodness of God by Onyeka Onwenu with a bit hard-dead bonus of her translating the song into Igbo language. I hope you love that. To those self-joining the people on Igbo Amaka Scotland, Igbo Amaka Scotland, Igbo Amaka event this Saturday, please find time to be there. 11 o'clock is the start time at Station Road in Musselburgh. And if you're joining the Adelphi event on Saturday, you're coming to the Carnegie Conference Center in 5. But for this Friday, we need you to join us as we lift the baton of hope all around West Lothian. It's going to start from Linlithgow, so between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. If you can come and join the starters at the Linlithgow Palace, it will be awesome. Just join us at the Linlithgow Palace from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. will be at the Broxbourne United Sports Centre. So you need to go to the Broxbourne United Sports, the stadium, I believe. And from 11 a.m. to 12 noon, we're starting at the Armadale Partnership, where I am going to be. And I want you to come and join us at the Armadale Partnership on Friday. From 12:30 to will be at Bathgate Partnership. So you see, we're going to move around from Armadale, they're moving to Bathgate. And from 1:30, the baton is going to be moving from Blackburn, at the Blackburn Partnership in Blackburn Road. And then we move all the way to Bent and Stonyburn, which will start at the Bent Woods House. So you know where that is. You're going to go there for those who are in Bent and Stonyburn. Then we're going to go to Livingston, starting from 4 p.m. at the Livingston Designer Outlet. Then we're going to walk all the way to the West Lothian College, where we're going to end. So we're looking forward to you guys joining us on Friday, the 5th of September, as the Baton of Hope moves round West Lothian. We are saying to you, be aware of your neighbor. Look out for that one person. Each of us matters. Each of us can make a difference. That's what Jane Goodall said. Each of us, we matter, and each of us can make a difference. So look out for that, your neighbor. They might just be the one you need to watch out for. They might just be socially isolated. They might just be lonely. Why don't you ask them over for a coffee, or ask them to meet you at Costa? Just go to Morrison, have coffee, go somewhere. Why don't you just sit down outside, even in your garden, when it's not raining? And you know, it's not all the time, but the sun seems to have gone away now in Scotland. Prayerfully, September is here. We need some monsoon kind of sun. But not the monsoon rain. I just need the sun. You know me, I would just like the sunshine. But if you can, offer your neighbor that cup of tea. They just might be lonely. You have noticed that they are not coming out like they used to. Let's be the difference to each other. Jane Goodall said, each of us matter, and each of us can make a difference. My next song is by Flavor. It featured a little boy called Sema. I love the song. It's titled Most High. Maybe because of the boy that he featured in the song, or just because they're just praising the God of this universe who loves me and shows me mercy. Flavor, Most High.
Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name.
You tell me, say me kind of that everything's gonna be okay. You are the father to the fatherless, the miracle working God. You make the blind man to see, you made the crippled man to walk. You are the lily of Galilee, you make impossible possible.
Kama truki mama, unazino na mugane toyo, makana chiani dima. Hallowed be thy name. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. Lord, you are the most high. Hallowed be thy name. I woke up strong on a Monday.
I go to gym on a Tuesday, then to the studio on Wednesday. I work it out till Thursday morning. I be chilling on a Friday. I play some shows on Saturday. If you ask me what my best day is, it's when I praise you on Sunday morning. I got my throat in my mind. Unezinuna mungane toyo, makana chiani dima. Hello, bidane. Lord, you are the most. 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 Hello, bidane.
You are the Most High God. And I have come to say thank you to God. Thank you to everyone who is listening this afternoon. Thank you to everyone on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. Thank you for always encouraging me. Thank you to those who are listening online on DAB. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for always being there to encourage me, to help me. Nobody knew that when I started this, I was going through a lot. I was socially isolated. I was just like living my life all by myself. I was alone, and I was loving being alone and being lonely. But I came to a point where I realized that I didn't have to be that, and I can be better. And I chose the path to come and start a radio show and talk candidly about life issues. Thank you. That journey started for me. A recognition of something that I knew needed to be changed. I knew within myself we need to have support for people who are socially isolated, and we need to have a way where lonely people can come together, have a moment of respite. So I thought about read, sip, and play, and then I thought about and I created and founded the RSP project. The RSP is a word that can sing and sound like respite, and I said and I taught read, sip, play. The RSP project is a project that is now funded by the National Lottery to look after people who are going through loneliness and social isolation in West Lothian. I am thankful that you believe in this, my idea. You believe it in enough to fund us and to help me take other people on the path of healing and mental wellness that they deserve. From a personal experience, when you're going through loneliness, you love it. When you're socially isolated, you find comfort in that place. But when you're in the midst of others, kindred spirits, you realize you want more. That happened to me. And therefore, I am thankful that I can now go on journeys and plan respite moments together with other people who are going through loneliness and social isolation. Thank you to West Lothian Council. Thank you to the National Lottery. Thank you to everyone who has believed in us and has sent a donation through our website, the rsbproject.org. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A project that is starting. Very soon I'll be sharing the leaflets on all my socials just to let you know that what we are doing next. We have so many projects lined up. We have Afroflex, we have 1666, and we have the Moments Together. I'm looking forward to so many things that I'll be sharing with you. So for this afternoon, I'm about to sign out, and I am saying, you have got a friend in me. This is me, Candid, your Candid girl, Fortunate, Esther Abiola saying, see you next time on Candid Moment with Fortunate on the only inspirational radio station out of Scotland, at Song Live Radio, your voice of inspiration. You've got a friend in me. Don't you dare give up.
Listen to Candid Moments every
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, big and stronger too. Maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by,